Peter Van Geisling. I'm the owner of Dutch Manor Stable. We're located on Western Avenue in Gilderland, New York. I started when I was 12. My aunt started me. And unbeknownst to me at the time, the guy that I had as an instructor was a world-class rider. He held the high jump record for a while. And he got me enthusiastic about jumping. And then I went on from there. I've done a lot of different things as a rider. I galloped racehorses. I tried to steeplechase, and I didn't like that at all. Went into the Army, came out, worked for my dad, and an opportunity came up to run a place down in front of Crossgates. And I started to run it. The rest is history. I like the challenge. It's fun trying to get inside a horse's head. And you find some of them need, I don't want to say abuse, but they need a strong hand. Other ones, you got to handle with a velvet glove. The ones that are tough usually end up being the better horse. The basic philosophy for my training is T of T, tincture of time. Take your time, train them so they're comfortable. And that's what I like to do. I love the babies. I love bringing them along. I love teaching them to be able to swap their feet, to be able to stay straight, to be able to go forward and slow down, and all doing it, very subtly. It's fun doing that. It's a combination of old world horsemanship and classical principles that basically I learned from a book, and then went out, experimented, tried them. What worked I used, what didn't work I discarded. Today, everybody wants instant gratification. You can't get that with a horse. Basically, you have to start slowly and introduce them. When you're teaching somebody, first of all, people have to overcome fear. I think when you first start, it's fear of falling off. As you get more into it, it's fear of failure or making a mistake. As I tell people, I'd rather see them make a mistake positively than go down and not make a decision. We start kids at 8. At 8 years old, at least they can comprehend what you're telling them to do. They may not get it done, but they can comprehend it. But at 5 or 6 years old, they're kind of like out to lunch. Wow, it moves. Like I've got one little 8-year-old boy. He gallops around this ring. He's a trooper. And he's laughing away. He thinks it's great. Tim Gogan is considered one of the best hunter riders in America. And he started as a kid with me. Timmy Gogan made it to the McClay finals and was stellar. Nora's been with me 26 years now, 27 years. She was an amateur that I offered her a job, and she's still here. She rides and teaches and manages the place. We kind of split up the duties. This isn't the Sienna team, but the next hour is. Nora trains them. She's the coach.
Peter is the owner-operator, and he is my father, and he's been doing this for 50 years. So it's a family business. That's the connection. His business partner and manager is Nora Hanlon, and she's family. She's been here, a long time. I can't even say how many years. I want to say almost 30, maybe more.
Hold your body. Yes, now bend. Step out. Harder, come on. Bump over there, you go, look.
I'm one of the instructors. I come in when Nora or Peter is unable to be here. But I've also had, 40 years of experience since I started riding when I was 4. I like the younger kids because it should be fun for them first and foremost. So when I come in, I'm like, the substitute teacher that lets the kids run amok. Gail said we could do it. I love teaching. It's nice to be able to help somebody learn how to connect with the animal underneath you because there's something so pure and wonderful about riding and the horses, and they bring a peace. And if you can learn to connect with them, you can pretty much learn to do anything.
Teaching moments. I've had some great kids. Anytime they do well, I feel good. And that's kind of very gratifying. I don't do that much anymore. I teach one young flat class on a Saturday morning and two jumping classes on Tuesday night. It's never the same. That's what's nice about the business. Each day is different. Well, next year I'll have done it for 50 years. And I might retire sometime, but what would I do? I enjoy what I do. I don't drive a Cadillac or a Mercedes, but I've lived a good life. It hasn't been a bad life. Okay? Very good.